Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So, Taurus, today we're going to focus on your recent past, your current energy, and the near future, and a few other things. So, let's get started. For Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. All right, so Taurus, in the recent past, we do have the Nine of Swords. Your current energy is the Seven of Wands, and in the near future, we do have the World. Your challenge is the Six of Cups, okay? And then your overall advice is a Six of Wands. Okay. So, Taurus, I feel like you're experiencing a lot of fear and anxiety when it comes down to a soulmate connection that you currently find yourself involved in. Not only are you experiencing a lot of fear and anxiety, but this fear and this anxiety that you're experiencing on your end within this soulmate connection that you currently find yourself in, it's influencing you to remain guarded within your relationship with this person. And to be honest, I don't necessarily feel like you like it. I don't feel like you like the fact that you feel like you have to be guarded with this person. I don't feel like you like the fact that you don't feel safe and secure with this person. I just don't feel like you like it. I don't feel like you like it at all. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. Okay. All right. We have the Chariot, we have the Fool, and then we also have the Ten of Swords. Okay. So due to this anxiety and this fear that you're experiencing on your end in regards to this soulmate connection here between you and this person, you know, in the recent past, it has either caused you to walk in the opposite direction of them or you thought about it. Because I'm getting two different storylines there. You either thought about walking away from this person and just kind of calling it a day, or you could have actually decided to walk away from this person due to this anxiety and fear that you were experiencing on your end. The fact that we have the Nine of Swords to Ten of Swords, that creates an Ace of Swords at play. And for me as a reader, the Ace of Swords does kind of represent trust. For me, anyways, as a reader. So with that being said, I do feel like there is a lack of trust on your part in regards to this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. Also adding on to like your fear and, you know, your anxiety when it comes down to this person, this connection that you share with this person. So like I said, for some of you out there, you could have already walked away from this person or you thought about walking away from this person. Now, for those of you who already walked away from this person or basically thought about walking away from this person, you know, it was kind of stemming from a place of, well, if I walk away from this person, I don't have to deal with this fear anymore. I don't have to deal with this anxiety anymore. I don't have to be stressed out anymore. For some of you, you could have walked away already for those same reasons. Well, at least I don't have to deal with this person anymore. At least I don't have to stress anymore. At least I don't have to worry anymore. At least I don't have to overthink things anymore. I just kind of feel like regardless if you walked away or not, you just want to get rid of this fear and this anxiety that this relationship with this person brings into your life. So like I said, for some of you, you could have walked away in the name of, I don't want to deal with this stress. I don't want to deal with this anxiety. I don't want to be concerned. I don't want to be worried. I don't want to overthink things. I'm out. Bye. For others of you, you could have just simply thought about walking away. Because if you were to walk away, right, in your eyes, you basically feel like it would free you of this fear and this anxiety and this worry and this concern that you have within this dynamic that you share with this person. All right, let's look at the Seven of Wands. Okay, we have the Two of Wands, we got the Knight of Swords, and then we also have the Wheel of Fortune. The bottom of the deck, we do have the Seven of Cups, and we do have the Ten of Swords. For those of you who already walked away from this person, because I am getting two different storylines here, for those of you who already walked away from this person, you're instantly noticing like a drastic shift within your overall energy. It's as if you don't find yourself worried or concerned anymore. It's as if you don't find yourself dealing with this anxiety anymore, is basically what I'm getting, which is causing you to feel like you made the right decision. Now, for those of you who are still with this person, okay, a lot of you feel like, well, if I were to walk away from this person, if I were to walk away from this marriage or this relationship, I would be better off. Again, you're basically thinking about the things that you would be basically freeing yourself from if you were to walk away, causing you to feel like walking away is like the best thing that you can do for your sanity is basically what I'm getting. Because I feel like this relationship, it brings out a lot of shit in you. You know what I mean? I am definitely getting that, dude. Like, it brings out a lot of past traumas that you don't want to think about or deal with. It brings up a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety, a lot of what if this and what if that. It causes you to overthink things. Like, I just feel like this relationship brings out a lot of shit, you know what I mean, within you and to the surface. And it's starting to become unbearable, is basically what I'm getting. So for some of you currently at the moment, especially for those of you who are still with this person, a lot of you could highly be considering and just simply walking away from this person, because you genuinely feel like if you were to walk away from this person, you wouldn't have to deal with like this past trauma anymore. You wouldn't have to deal with the stress anymore. You wouldn't have to find yourself constantly worried and concerned anymore. So for some of you who are still with this person, I do see you highly considering and leaving them, because you feel like you would be freeing yourself of a lot of stuff that this relationship brings out of you and to the surface. All right, your challenge is a Six of Cups. So let's see why your challenge is a Six of Cups. Okay. We have the King of, wait a second. Okay, so we have the King of Pentacles. No, we don't have the King of Pentacles. We got the Knight of Pentacles, my apologies, with the Star, and then we also have the Devil. I don't feel like this is you. I don't feel like this is you. I feel like this is your person. This person, and I'm surprised the Four of Pentacles didn't come out, but your person, you know, does kind of come across to me as somebody who harnesses like Four of Pentacles like energy. Like the Four of Pentacles basically represents a gripping energy. It's the epitome of holding on to something for dear life, refusing to basically let it go. And that is, I would say, your biggest challenge, right? Is that walking away from this particular person may not be an easy thing for you to do because of them and the way that they are as an individual. They're holding on to you and this relationship that they share with you for dear life, refusing to basically let it go. See, you don't come across to me as somebody who has a difficult time walking away from this person or letting your relationship with this person go, because in your mind, it would be freeing you of a lot of things, right? So walking away from this person, it's not really a hard thing, I would say, for you to do. Now, when it comes down to them, though, it's not the same. You know, like this is somebody who has a hard time walking away from you. This is somebody who has a hard time letting you go. So just be mindful that if you do decide to walk away from this person, they're not gonna let you walk out of their life. They're not gonna let you walk out of their life. You gotta understand, at least for them, you're like their everything. Without you, they're basically nothing, is how they're looking at you. So they're not gonna let you walk out of their life, is basically what I'm getting. Now, you know, obviously your challenge would be, you know, to, you know, free yourself of the situation, especially, you know, with this person who basically refuses to let you go. So that's something that I do see you dealing with if you do decide to let them go. As far as like, you know, them putting up a fight, refusing to let you go, and this relationship that they share with you go. Now, for those of you who already walked away from this person, just know, you know what I mean, that this person is not going down without a fight. They're very determined to keep you in their life, very determined to keep you in their life. I keep wanting to say this. It's like this person feels like, who are they without you? You know what I mean? They're nothing without you. That's how they feel. I'm not saying that they are nothing without you. That's just how they feel. They feel like they're nothing without you. So if you already walked away from this person, expect this person to come back around your way and put up a fight, because, you know, I keep getting the whole, I'm nothing without you, I'm nothing without you, I'm nothing without you. So be prepared for that, because I do see them taking action in your direction. Now, for those of you who are thinking about leaving this person, this is something that you're going to have to basically face, as far as like them refusing to let you go and them refusing to allow you to just walk out of their life. This is something that I do see you having to essentially deal with. Okay. Now, as far as your overall advice is concerned, let's look at the Six of Wands. The first thing that came to my mind is it's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. It's time that you start doing what you feel as though is best for you. It's time that you regain control over your life, all over again, is basically what I'm getting. I feel like you are being advised by spirit to do what you feel as though is best for you. um I also feel like spirit wants you to get back to like focusing on you, your stability, your growth, your expansion, the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. That's something that spirit really does want you to get back to doing. And I feel like when you got with this person, you may have put like your goals and like the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself on the back burner. For some of you, you may have felt like you had no choice but to kind of put these things on the back burner because it was really hard for you to focus on your goals, the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself, because this relationship was taking up so much of your mental energy, making it very hard for you to focus on your goals, making it very hard for you to focus on creating and manifesting the life that you want for yourself. But I keep getting, it's time, Taurus. It's time, it's time, it's time. It's time to start putting yourself first. It's time to start doing, what you feel as though is best for you. It's time. It's time, it's time, it's time. So, in other words, in other words, I do feel like spirit is definitely encouraging you to walk away from this relationship, because all it's really doing at this point in time is holding you back. All it's really doing at this point in time is hindering you from growing and evolving as an individual. We also have to kind of keep in mind that your person does have the devil attached to them. So that's kind of telling me that although they might bring a lot of good into your life, they also bring a whole lot of bad as well. Preventing you from, being able to focus on your goals and the things that you want to accomplish and achieve for yourself. Because I am definitely getting that spirit really does want you to get back to focusing on you and the life that you want to manifest and create for yourself, which is kind of telling me that you haven't been doing that for quite some time now, because this relationship, has definitely been taking up a lot of your mental energy to the point where it is kind of hard for you to focus on what spirit wants you to focus on, like yourself, building the life that you want for yourself. So then there's that, right? This person, like the best way that I can describe them, it's like they're like a blessing and like a curse at the same exact time. Because on one hand, right, it's like I'm pretty sure this person does have a lot that you truly want and desire within a person, but I also feel like this person has a lot of things that you don't want to deal with, tolerate. And that's why I feel like this person is kind of like a blessing and a curse to you, because it's like although they might possess certain things that you truly want and desire within a person, they also possess things that you don't necessarily like, and or even approve of. So I feel like that's kind of another reason why you've been in this relationship for as long as you have, because I feel like you're holding on to the good. You know what I mean? You're holding on to the good when it comes on to this person. And you're trying your hardest to forget about the past, like the bad, I'm sorry, and the past. That's interesting. This person could have put you through something in the past that you've had a very difficult time getting over or moving past. But I am definitely getting that what has kept you in this relationship for as long as it has a lot to do with you holding on to the good parts about this person, trying to also at the same exact time ignore the bad parts of this person and all the stuff that they put you through in the past. And just look past like certain traits that they have that you don't necessarily like or approve of. So I do feel like that's what definitely kept you in this relationship for, as long as you have been a part of this relationship, is you just simply holding on to the good things about this person, trying your hardest to forget about all the bad. But that's the thing, is that even though you try your hardest to forget about the bad, when it comes onto this person, it's still there. See what I mean? It's still there. It's still there. It's still there. Now, the high priestess actually fell to the ground. Let me pick it up. Okay. I'm not going to take it though. All right. Now, in the near future, we do have the world. So let's look at the world. Okay. So we do have the Three of Cups. We got the Nine of Cups. And then we also have the Five of Cups. So I do see you closing a cycle out. And I do feel like the cycle that you're closing out is with this person in particular. Now, these are phases that you're going through. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're closing this cycle out. When you initially close this cycle out between you and this person, you're going to find yourself feeling very relieved. And also very, very light. I'm also getting that, okay? Which is ultimately going to cause you to feel like, you see, I made the right decision. I made the right decision. I made the right decision. However, I do see you eventually falling into this energy, this Five of Cups energy, where you're going to find yourself questioning whether or not you actually did make the right decision. And the only reason why you're going to find yourself questioning whether or not you did make the right decision is because you're going to find yourself falling into this energy, of feeling like, well, maybe I made a mistake. Um, I think that the only reason why you feel this way is because reality's starting to kind of sink in, Taurus. You're basically getting a taste of what life is like without this person in it. And sometimes it feels lonely. And sometimes it makes you feel like, man, did I make the right decision? Did I make the right decision? Just understand that what you're going through is perfectly normal. Um, you're going through a massive transition right now. You go from having this person by your side every single day to not having this person by your side. So at times, yeah, it is going to feel lonely. And at times, yeah, you're going to find yourself feeling like, man, did I make the right decision? Did I not? But what you're going through is perfectly normal. You're having to essentially adjust to life without this person in it. And there's going to be days where it's going to feel like it's easy, and there's going to be days where it's going to feel like it's fucking hard. You know what I mean? But what you're going through is perfectly normal. You know what I mean? And considering the fact that we do have the Six of Cups out here, that's kind of telling me that they have been a part of your life for quite some time now. So maybe a few years, probably even longer than a few years, but regardless of how long this person has actually been by your side, you got accustomed to having them around. You got accustomed to having them around, whether it's been 6 months or a year or 20 years. Like, you got accustomed to having this person by your side and having to adjust to life without this person in it. Like I said, some days are gonna be great, and some days are not going to be so great. You know what I mean? But I do feel like you need to be very patient with yourself and very patient with the process, and just kind of remind yourself that you're going through a massive transition right now. You're going through a breakup, you know what I mean? And it's going to take some time for you to get used to life without them in it. It's going to take some time for you to get over this person and what you want to put on time have with them. It's going to take time, but just know that eventually you'll move past it and eventually you'll get over it. I do feel though that spirit really does want you to acknowledge how you feel though. Like, don't push how you feel away. You know what I mean? Like, if you find yourself feeling down and sad and lonely, like, acknowledge that. Don't ignore it. Don't push it away. Don't try to pretend like you're happy. Like, just embrace how you feel. You know what I mean? And if you do feel sad one day, like, cry it out. You know what I mean? Like, cry it out. Um, but acknowledge how you feel nonetheless. Don't try to pretend that you feel a certain type of way when you don't. You know what I mean? Don't, in other words, when you find yourself feeling sad, don't try to put on this big ass, smile that you're perfectly fine when in all actuality you're not. It's okay to not be okay. You know what I mean? And that's what spirit wants you to do moving forward, because it's going to really help you move forward and move on with your life, but also make peace with what happened here between the two of you and this breakup between the two of you. Okay, so acknowledge how you feel. Don't push away how you feel. Don't try to outrun how you feel, because you're just going to make it worse. If one day you feel sad, cry it out. You know what I mean? Just get it out your system. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to put on this brave face like everything's fine and look at me, I'm happy, when you don't really feel that way. Be true to yourself and how you feel, and allow yourself to process the loss of your relationship with this person. Okay? What else can you tell me for Taurus? We have the Four of Cups, we do have the Tower, and then we also have the Four of Swords. I like this, because this to me kind of feels like an energy of you allowing yourself to feel. You know what I mean? So I do love the fact that you're definitely taking Spirit's advice moving forward, because you're allowing yourself to feel. There, like I said, dude, there's going to be times where, this breakup is going to make you feel like shit. And I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? And that's okay. That's okay. But you're allowing yourself, you know what I mean, to feel like shit when you do feel like shit, you know what I mean? And when you find yourself, feeling good, because there's going to be days where you're going to find yourself feeling good. There's going to be days where you're going to find yourself feeling like, okay, I'm over it. But then the next day comes along and then you find yourself thinking about them and dwelling on them and, oh my God, this sucks. You know what I mean? You're going to find yourself going through the emotions, Taurus. Like you really, really are. But just know that this is all a part of your healing journey. This is all a part of your healing journey. And I understand, there's going to be days where you might miss them. There's going to be days where you might feel alone. There's going to be days where this breakup is going to, feel like shit. You know what I mean? But this is just all a part of your healing journey. This is all a part of your healing journey. Okay. What could Taurus expect from this person moving forward? Ugh. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords, we have the Eight of Pentacles, and then we also have the Five of Wands. Well, I'm not surprised by this. And remember, I was kind of getting that Four of Pentacles vibe off of your person, that gripping energy, holding on to something for dear life, refusing to let it go. They're still holding on to you for dear life, refusing to basically let you go. There is an overall energy of them wanting to fix and repair things here with you, but I feel like with the Eight of Swords to the Five of Wands, they're trying their hardest to just fight it. You know what I mean? Like they're trying their hardest to not call you. They're trying their hardest to not text you. They're trying their hardest to not look for you. They're trying their hardest to not try to fix and repair this. Like they really are trying their hardest not to. However, this person is experiencing the only inner battle. It's not even funny because even though they're trying their hardest to not call you, to not text you, to not look for you, and just simply let you go, it's kind of hard for them to do that when they're still choosing to kind of hold on to you and what was. You know what I mean? What else can you tell me? Wow. We have the Five of Pentacles. We do have the Empress. And then we also have the Lovers out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Ace of Swords to the Two of Cups. And then we also have the Ace of Cups with the Ace of Wands to the Queen of Swords, to the Three of Swords, to the Sun. I do feel like you will successfully move forward and move on with your life. I am definitely getting that strongly, Taurus. Now, another thing that I am also getting is this. I do feel like you will eventually find someone that you will eventually find yourself falling for, that you will eventually find yourself building and establishing a life with, and it won't be this person. I want to make that clear. It will not be this person. It will definitely be someone else, and it will be somebody of your caliber. Somebody who brings just as much to the table as you do. Somebody who actually fits what you're looking for. See, there is no catch when it comes down to this other person that I see you falling for. See, with this person, it's like there's a catch to it. It's like this person has, 50% of what you want and desire within a person. The catch is they have 50% of what you don't want or don't like within a person. And that's the catch when it comes down to this person that you're currently dealing with. But see, with this new person that I do see you eventually meeting and eventually falling in love with, there is no catch to them. What you see is what you get. You know what I mean? Now, here's one thing that I will say, and I'm going to be very honest with you, okay? This person that I see you meeting, because I do see you meeting someone new, not only will they be somebody of your caliber, but they will definitely be somebody that you resonate very, very well with and have a lot of things in common with. But this goes for the both of you, by the way. You and this new person, it goes for the both of you. You're going to have 80% of what this person wants within a person, okay? Just like they're going to have 80% of what you want and desire within a person. Now, with all of that being said, there's also going to be that 20%, right? Where there's going to be certain things that you don't necessarily like about this person. And, I'm a firm believer that 10% of what you don't like within this person, that's something they can work on, that's something that they can improve on, and 10% of what they don't necessarily like within you, that's something that you can work on and improve on. Let's say, for a perfect example, communication is just not the best between the two of you. Well, that's something that the both of you could essentially work on. This person might not like communicating with you. You may not like communicating with them. They might feel extremely misunderstood by you. You might feel extremely misunderstood by them. Communication, right? Could very well be an issue between the two of you, causing, the two of you to not necessarily like experiencing, moments of adversity with one another, because it requires the two of you to talk it out. It requires the two of you to sit down and just have a civil conversation with one another and understand one another to the best of you guys' ability, right? Um, but that's something that you guys can work on, right? But let's just say that the other 10% of what this person doesn't like about you is that, I don't know, like you're a shopaholic or something like that. Well, I mean, listen, you come off to me, as somebody who can clearly take care of yourself. But listen, they may not like that about you. They may not like the fact that you're a workaholic or a shopaholic. They may not like the fact that, I don't know, you like to travel a lot. You know what I mean? Like the problems that I see you guys like running into aren't the problems that I see you having with this particular person, if that makes any sense. So I'm not saying that with this new person, you're going to find yourself going through the exact same problems that you had with them. But I am going to sit here and say you're going to have your issues with this new person. That's kind of besides the point here. There's going to be 80% of what you like with them, like about them, I'm sorry. And there's going to be that 20% that you don't like about them. But that 10%, though, is something that, they can fix, they can improve. And that other 10%, you're just going to have to deal with it. Same applies, right? The other way around. It's like, there's going to be 80% that this person likes about you, but then there's just going to be that 10% where they would just really need you to kind of work on this and really improve on this. Like, for example, communication, right? But then there's just that 10%, it's like you like to go to Target too much. You like to travel too much. You like to, spend money on unnecessary things, you know what I mean? But that's just who you are. You like to go to fucking Target, you know what I mean? You like to go to Bath and Body Works. Like, that's just your thing. That's just what you like to do. Or maybe you like to go to the coffee shop every single freaking day. Like, that's just you. That's just your thing. They may not like it, you know what I mean? They might have a problem with it, you know what I mean? But eventually they're just going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. Taurus just likes to go to Target. Taurus just likes to go to the coffee shop every day. I mean, it is what it is. Like, that type of stuff, right? Now, with all of that being said, I do feel like this person from your past will eventually find out about this fairly new relationship. And it's mainly because this person's going to find themselves keeping tabs on you. Why? Because they're still holding on to you and what was, is basically what I'm getting. And I do feel like when they do find out, they're going to be very, very heartbroken by it. I am definitely getting that. But from the looks of it, it does look like you are officially moving forward and moving on with your life, and they will definitely find out about it. In this new relationship, we do have the Ace of Cups. So that's kind of telling me that this is going to be an emotionally fulfilling relationship for you. With the Ace of Swords coming out here, I do feel like you're going to learn a lot from this person, but I also feel like this person's going to learn a whole lot from you. With the Ace of Wands, though, coming out here, you're going to find yourself wanting to do things with this person that you wouldn't dare do with this person over here. Let's say, for a perfect example, you wouldn't dare go off and like start a family with this person for whatever reason. Well, I don't see you having an issue with starting a family with this person. For some of you, you wouldn't dare go off and get a place with this person. Well, I don't see you having a problem with, getting a place with this person. For some of you, you wouldn't dare get married to them. Well, I see you willing to marry this one over here, or willing to get married, right? With this one is basically what I'm getting. So you're going to find yourself wanting to do things within this dynamic with this new person that you wouldn't dare do with them. Now, I don't know what you wouldn't dare to do with this person from your past, but I don't see you having that issue over here. Like, if you didn't dare to like ever want to start a family with this person or get married to this person, I don't see you having that issue with this new person. You're not gonna hesitate on starting a family with them. You're not going to hesitate on getting a place with them. You're not going to hesitate on getting married to them and building a life with them. You're not going to hesitate. You're not going to hesitate. These are going to be things that you're going to want to do without hesitation is basically what I'm getting. All right. So Taurus, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.